Hi everyone, this is Shay-lon. Happy Wednesday. Today I have a vlog and it's going to talk about gym intimidation. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced this. I know I have. Surprisingly, yes, because you would think as an athlete working out in the weight rooms and stuff like that, it'd be all normal to me to walk inside of any other gym and do the same thing. But I struggle with it actually a lot. I struggled with it in college as well. Just working out in front of my colleagues. And I then struggled with it when I graduated and started working out outside the college instead of another gym, a local gym. And it was a process. A lot of my issue was I have social anxiety, so I believe that played a huge part in my gym intimidation. Now, for some of you that don't have it, then obviously that wouldn't play a part in it. But if you do have social anxiety, sometimes that does heighten it. Basically, I knew what I was doing, okay? Some people don't know what they're doing, and that's totally okay. I knew what I was doing to a certain extent. I was just not confident with myself and my capabilities. I was okay by myself, like if there was nobody around, or maybe if it was like my mom or my brother around, that was okay. But I wasn't totally confident in working out in front of other people because I was too focused on what other people might think of me working out. And that was both in college and outside of college. In college, obviously, I grew to be a better athlete, a better student, and I was able to build on my self-confidence in front of my colleagues, and that really helped because they were very supportive. And some of us learned things at a faster rate than others. I was a slower learner in some of the exercises, and that freaked me out. And it scared me, and so I got intimidated and I started being shy, and I just didn't really want to work out in front of people. And it took me a while to build up that self-confidence, and that was probably after I had practiced and got better at something, or when I realized that other people make mistakes too. When I started working out in our local gym, my go-to machine, because I didn't like, working out in front of others, was the treadmill, because it was like the safe zone, the comfort zone. I pretty much knew the treadmill. All you have to do is walk. I didn't even really like to run. I just walked. And, that helped. That just helped because I had a clear sight of everybody. And, as much as I wanted to work out the weights, as much as I wanted to experiment with the other cardio machines, I was way, 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 way too nervous to do so. And if that's been you, do not feel ashamed because it happens to a lot of people. And, hopefully my way of getting myself out of that situation will help some of you, and if not, that's okay too. For beginners, it was a process, and what I mean by process, I mean it didn't happen overnight. It didn't even happen within a week or a month. It happened in a course of maybe 3 to 4 months, if not longer. As far as the local gym. Now in college, that my gym intimidation, working out for my colleagues, faded after about when we got towards half of the semester, towards, half, almost to the end of the semester, that's when it started, I started being more confident, and I was, able to work out in front of others with no issue. But when I graduated and started working out in the local gym, it took me about 3 or 4 months to get comfortable, to even try a different machine other than the treadmill. And, at that period in that time in my life, I realized a lot of it was because I was focused on other people and not myself. I was constantly worried about what others would think, what I was wearing, how much weight would I lift, would I look weak, would I look strong. So I had all those thoughts going through my head, and then when you see other people who are in better shape than maybe yourself, it just puts you in a whole nother world, and you're just kind of feeling down about it, So a couple of ways that helped me is I took my time. I didn't rush into trying something new. I didn't overwhelm myself with the thought of it. I just took my time. And over the course of those 3 or 4 months, I decided to try different things, but slowly. It wasn't I hopped on every machine that first course of the month. It was that I just tried different things slowly. And I started to build confidence in myself. And I don't know how you guys build your own self-confidence, but for me, it was being able to watch YouTube videos, being able to go back to the college and work out with other people I knew, and know that I'm doing the exercises correctly, and be able to do those in front of other people and not worry that, hey, somebody's judging me. So building confidence within myself and taking my time adjusting to the gym were the two main ways. Another thing was I was afraid to look in the mirror, so I never liked standing in front of the mirror working out, and that was a huge big deal for me, and that just stopped like maybe, I wouldn't say like a couple of 3 or 4 months ago. I, finally got comfortable working out in front of the mirror, and that was very awesome. So now I do it with no issues. But that was also part of the gym, intimidation, looking at the mirror and not really focusing on me, but focusing on whoever was watching me behind me. It also helped that I had support, friends and family usually to work out with me at the time. So that helped bring me out of my comfort level, being able to work out with others. And I think that might help some of you as well. Those 3 ways were the main ways. There were other ways, such as, just watching other people work out. Not like staring, but kind of just taking a glimpse at how other people use some of the machines that I had never seen before. That helped me to kind of understand where I'm going when I hit that machine. Also, just going in there with a new goal in mind. I wanted to get stronger. I wanted to build muscle, and I knew I couldn't do it just sitting on, standing on the treadmill walking. So I had to really, just find a way to do that, and that was me exploring. And I came at the least busiest days as far as hours at the gym, and that also helped. So here we are. Let me recap here. So first, it's a process, and what that means is it's going to take you time. Don't rush into it. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just take it very slow at your own pace. There's no rush. Secondly, I would say that using your family or your friends to come with you until you're more comfortable is helpful if you have that social support. Thirdly, I would say watching others use machines that you don't know. Sometimes it takes you watching another person doing it or having somebody demonstrate it for you to gain that confidence, so that you don't go over there dumbfounded and lost. You know what I mean? That helps. Fourthly is build up your confidence. However that is, whether it's, you talking positive to yourself, maybe you're doing meditations, maybe you're writing letters to yourself, whatever helps you build your self-confidence, you should do that, and do it a lot. Okay, just do it a lot, and whenever you have time. And I think lastly, if anything, don't be afraid to mess up, because you're going to. And when you do, it's not about who's all seeing you mess up. It's about being able to say, I messed up. Let me look this up real quick, or let me step back and think about what I just did and fix it. Everybody makes mistakes at the gym. Even the strongest and the toughest and the most bold females and men make mistakes in their workouts. I've seen it. And so you just have to know that everybody is human. And with that being said, you're going to mess up. They're going to mess up. And the majority of people at the gym probably are not watching you. And that's just what you have to keep in mind. So hopefully all of you will take those tips into consideration. And hopefully they help somebody. Okay, so you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and follow.